Hi everyone, welcome to Creative Stampin' Designs. My name is Karen. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Central New Jersey, and I am here to make a card with you. Hey Jamie, thanks for joining. It's a little bit tough pulling myself away from that new catalog. So many nice things. Hey Donna, thanks for joining. All right, we are going to use, I'm using the Sending Smiles bundle for today's card, along with a lot of other things. I have the Charming Sentiments, the Deckled Rectangles, and the Stylish Shapes dies. I have a little bit of everything I'm using. Before I get started, I just want to remind everybody that we are in the last week for this amazing joining special. When you purchase the starter kit for $99, hey Rosie, thanks for joining. For $99, you get $125 worth of product of your choice, and Stampin' Up! Is going to send you the In Color collection. They're going to send you a pack of the 2022 to 2024 cardstock, the 5 stamp pads, the designer series, the 6x6 designer series paper, and the grid paper, which is really nice. I'm not using it today because I needed measurements and everything. I need to use my ruler, and it does not have the ruler on the side and bottom, which I need for today's card. This all ends next Tuesday. You don't want to miss out. Especially, we just got to take a peek at the new July to December mini catalog and the celebration that's coming up. And there's a lot of good things in it. A lot of good things. So you can join as a hobby demonstrator just to get the discount. I'd be happy to talk to you more about it. Just drop me a line and we can talk. All right. The other thing, starting June 1st to June 30th, Stampin' Up! Is doing a buy one, get one 50% off kit sale. And if I read it right, I believe they're giving you the 50% off the more expensive kit. I mean, obviously, if they're both the same price, then one of them's 50% off. But they're giving, I believe it's 50% off the more expensive kit. So this starts June 1st and goes till June 30th. And one other thing, if you've missed out on any items from the 2021 to 2022 catalog, I have posted my retired items that I'm selling. They are on my blog, creativestampindesigns.com, and you just click on, I believe it's retirement sale, and there's a whole list there with the prices and how everything works. Okay, we are going to get started. My main colors today, I did some already stamping and cutting. Petal Pink and, I can't turn things over, and Mint Macaron. So while I get started with the card front here, I need help. Okay, I'm going to leave these here for right now. I didn't know, I wanted to use another color flower because this one here has 2 stems, which that'll go on. And this one has 1. And I wanted to use another color. I did not want to use Petal Pink, and I definitely did not want to use yellow. Okay, I was going more toward the purples. So I am going to ask you to decide and let me know. I actually have them all cut out, stamped and cut. I have Highland Heather, Fresh Freesia, whoops, the Orchid Oasis, which the Orchid Oasis, I have the stamped off and then the full strength, which I love the stamped off. I like both of Orchid Oasis, but I like the stamped off. Then I have Gorgeous Grape. Here, this was the Fresh Freesia and the Highland Heather. And then I have, oops, I'm running out of room here. You could tell I was stamping earlier. My fingers are covered in ink. Blackberry Bliss, the full strength, and then stamped off. So I'm going to try to, everybody so far, I'm getting all Fresh Freesias, which is kind of what I was going. It was between the Fresh Freesia and the stamped off Orchid Oasis. So I'm going to just put these, it looks like it's going to be Fresh Freesia though. So I get all these out of my way. All right. Yep, everybody's saying Fresh Freesia. Okay, let's get started. All right. I am starting with, obviously I don't have the card base here. This is a piece of the vellum, what's it called? Vellum layering designs. I'm using the one, there's script in it, and then there's different kinds of script, and then there was a map. And I wanted the map because of the card I'm making. So I cannot adhere this down yet to the card front until I put everything on this, so I know where to put my adhesive, because you can, when you use glue dots or Stampin' Seal or anything, you could see through the vellum. So I'm going to put all the decorations on it and then put the glue underneath for the card. All right. I'm going to just set that aside. I already pre-cut. I used the largest stylish shaped dies. Ooh, the largest square, and I cut out a panel of, excuse me, the Design a Daydream DSP, and then I cut a petal pink matte, which is 2 7/8 by 2 7/8, and I'm just going to adhere this to the mat. Hi Shirley, thanks for joining. All right. I'm going to just set this on the top because I'm not going to put it down yet. And I need my Fresh Freesia flower. All right. So I already, like I said, I already stamped and cut out a lot of these things. Okay, so we're going to just adhere these on with a little bit of liquid glue. This one down next to it. So like I was saying at the beginning, we got a peek at the new catalog. Oh my goodness. It is, I had to pull myself away so I can get everything ready for today. It's an awesome catalog. Okay. I have those where I want that. Now I'm going to adhere this part to the card front, or the piece of vellum. Like I said, I'm using my grid paper today. I have to count, I'm sorry. Close enough. And we're going to put it right about there. Okay. Then I am going to adhere the Whoops, wrong ones. The flowers with Stampin' Dimensionals. Actually, I'm going to put 2 on. It is such a beautiful day here. Had to go to work for a little bit. And then my boss was delivering, he was bringing mulch to my neighbor, so I asked him if he would drop some off at my house, and he did, but I did not want to be mulching before I had to go live. I just didn't want to, because for some reason I can't do it fast. Everything, it's like I have to, almost the way I do my cards, everything has to be in a certain place. All right, I'm just adhering these tubes to the card front. So all the flowers were stamped. These were in Petal Pink, and this one obviously is the Fresh Freesia. And then the centers are stamped with Daffodil Delight. All right, and I pre-cut the sentiment. What I did is the detailed part I cut from a panel of the Design a Daydream. I keep forgetting the name of this paper. Design a Daydream DSP. So I don't know if you could see. It's got the flowers on it. And then I just did mint macaron for the other part. And I'm just going to adhere this down with, again, with Stampin' Dimensionals. Just want to make sure. Yeah. I know I'm putting a few extra, more than I have to. The only thing you have to be careful about when you are cutting the detailed sentiment is not to lose the little dot on the eye. After I cut it, I saw that and I'm like, oh, I got to be careful. All right, we're going to put this, we'll put it right about there. Just like that, right over the stems, so then you don't see that. And then I have Smiles Across the Miles, that again I already stamped with mint macaron, and I cut it out with the die from the Smiles, dies. Sorry, my nail, I've been in the garden, so all my nails are broken, so now I can't pick anything up. I'm not used to short nails. Usually they're a little on the longer side, and yesterday I was outside. I went out to weed one garden because I didn't like the way it was, just overgrown with weeds, and I really needed to, it needed a little bit of attention and TLC. 4 hours later, I was still out there weeding. My son left for work, and as he's leaving, I looked at him. I didn't realize what time it was. And I asked, I said, can I please have a sip of your water? I never came in to get a drink, nothing. All right, so that's going to be the card front. And we are, you don't know how you ended up on your other profile. I don't know what you're saying, Jillian. Thank you. Okay, so let's set that on the side. Now we have, this is the thick basic white card base, which I need to make sure I have this. We're going to make, yeah, that should be centered. Okay, I'm going to do some stamping on it before I score it and fold it. I'm going to stamp a couple stems with mint macaron. Put that away for right now. And what I'm going to do, I think, yeah, that should be good. I was gonna, actually, before I stamp the stems, I need to stamp the sentiment, which I'm using Wishing You the Happiest of Birthdays. And we're gonna put this, put it right about there, I think. We're gonna hope I got this right. If not, I'll just have to stamp it again. Okay, and we're going to stamp, oh, a piece of scrap paper to stick underneath. We'll stamp this one here. And the other stem, we're going to stamp just like that. It was actually supposed to be bent a little more, but I think it'll be okay. Then we are going to stamp the flowers. This is really a cute set. Oops, almost messed it up there. Stamp that one. Oops, sorry, my arm's getting in the way. And then this other one here. Like that. And then I gotta get my fresh freesia. Come on. And we're gonna put this one right about there. And you know what? I'm restamping this because it needs to be up a little more. We're going to leave the things open this time. All right, so the sentiment was in the right place. The rest of it wasn't. I just needed it tilted that a little bit more. And since I still have the fresh freesia out, I'll stamp this one first. Thanks, Jamie. Hope you're already casing it, Shirley. All right, and then my favorite, yellow. I don't know why I dislike yellow so much. Yellow's supposed to be a happy color. And it's just not a happy color for me. Yet a lot of the flowers around my house are yellow. I got to bring this a little bit closer so I can... Okay, I'm close enough to the center. We're going to call it good. It's art. Okay. Now, this one here. Oh, I need the... Now we have a panel of mint macaron. And this one I have to score. Hopefully I can fit everything here. Put this cutting blade out of the way. We are going to score. This is, this panel's 8.5 by 5.5. I am going to score it at 2 1/8. 4 1/4. And then it gets scored at 6 3/8, or you could turn it around and score it at 2 1/8 again. For some reason, I can't figure out where the 2 3/8 is, so. And then this one, my basic white, is going to get scored at, oops, at 4 1/4. Okay. I think that's all the scoring. Now, this is where I really need my grid paper. I'm lining up the center. Oh, forgot to get the die out. Okay, and I am using, I'm addicted to these dies, the deckled rectangles. I really like them. I'm taking the 4th largest one, and I'm going to place it in the middle. And actually, I need this. I got the new magnetic plate, which is awesome, because then my things don't slide all over the place. The only thing I'm going to do is with the rectangles, sometimes you got to put them in just a little bit on a slant so they don't make that crackling noise. And oops. Okay, and I am going to run this through my machine and cut the square out of the center. So I will be right back. Yeah, these dies have become my new favorite. I mean, I love the stitched rectangles, but I really, really love these. I think 3 of my cards this week I used these dies. Okay. So there, we have our mint macaron with a hole cut out of the center. So in the center, we're going to fold that on the score line. Okay, we're going to fold that as a mountain fold and give it a good burnish. Then the 2 side panels we are folding as a valley fold. So we have an M. Okay. This is going to go on top of here. Before I do that, I need to fold my card in half. Okay. And because it's a pop-out card, I believe this was called a tunnel card. Thank you, Jamie, for finding it and sending me a picture and saying, can you do this? It's really a lot easier. It looked hard at first. I'm looking at it, I'm going, oh gosh. But then as I looked at it and studied it, I realized I could do that no problem. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get all sticky here. I should have only put glue on one side. So we're going to adhere this, oops, to this side, like so. And it's the exact measurement also. So, I mean, you can cut it a little smaller if you want. And then we're going to adhere this one. Actually, it's going to adhere flat. Right there. So then when it folds up flat, but then you can see everything on the inside. All right, we're going to just, I already had panels pre-cut of the Design a Daydream just to decorate the inside a little bit because I didn't want to leave it too plain. Can't see with the stripes. I can't see if I got the glue on. We're just going to adhere these right like that. I would love for you to case the card and then post a picture on my Facebook page under my post. My post will go live on Friday, but you can post it whenever you want. I actually did have 2 people. I don't know. I haven't been watching the comments completely. 2 of my customers both cased my card from 2 weeks ago, the masculine card, the box one, and they posted it on my page. I love when people do that. All right, now we're going to adhere this, and I'm just actually going to go along right where everything is adhered. I might have to put a glue dot there. Come on. Glue it. My seal is not cooperating with me. And I'm going to actually open this up to put this on. So there you have it. I'm just going to add a couple little embellishments and we'll be done. Well, almost. We have to do the envelope. But isn't that cute? All right. So I had pulled out a whole bunch of different things because I wasn't sure what I was going to put on. Well, a lot of it depended on what color you picked. So you went with fresh freesia. So do we want the little flowers or the opal rounds? Those are going to go on the front just by the sentiment. I'm thinking the opal rounds might look. I know Jamie likes the opal rounds. Thanks, Donna. All right, so we're going to put maybe. Whoops. Put a couple of these right on the front, like that. And then I do have a couple butterflies put on the inside, just because I can do that. Because nobody says we can't embellish the inside. And that's good. I'm just going to put the 2, one on either side. I know you're supposed to do things in 3s, but there's 5, so it's still an odd number. Okay. Put those on this side. Let me do the envelope real quick. So I have another panel of the Design a Daydream. DSP. This paper is so pretty. trim. Okay, I'm just going to stamp this. Stem. Stamp that one there. We'll put the other flower. Oops, this is an accident waiting to happen with me. Got ink all over the block that time. There we go. Just about done here. Don't forget, if you are interested in joining, contact me as soon as possible and we can talk about it. There's absolutely no obligation to sell. You can join just as a hobby demonstrator, just to enjoy the discount for yourself. You get the early access to see the new catalogs. You can go to events. We have an event coming up in November, our on-stage event. You can go to that, and any demonstrator can go. You do not have to sell in order to go. It's open for everybody. And I would be more than happy to talk to you about it. Don't forget the whole special ends on Tuesday, May 31st. So you don't want to wait till the last minute. Let's see if I can get this closer to the center. Nope, same thing. This camera gets in the way. I can't see where I'm stamping. All right, there we go. We are all done. There is our card for today. Get all my stuff out of it. Gee whiz, I have a big mess today. Not usually this messy of a stamper. Well, when I'm by myself, I am. So there you go. A little tunnel card. Which was super easy, I think. And I would love for you to try it and post your cards on my Facebook page. All right? Thank you, everyone, for joining. I hope to see you back here next Wednesday at the same time. And I hope you all have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully some of you have a long weekend. I get to go to work. Well, because it's the end of the month also, so it really, when the holidays fall the end of the month, it messes me up. But I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, wonderful rest of the week, and I hope to see you next Wednesday. If anybody has any questions about anything, how to make the card, or anything else, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to help you out. All right? Thanks for joining, everyone, and I will hope to see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.